Fluent English in 20 minutes a day, the ultimate daily habit for real progress. The power of 20 minutes. You want to speak English. You want to understand movies. You want to talk to people from other countries. You want a better job. You want more confidence. You want a bigger world. But you feel tired. You feel busy. You feel lost. You feel that English is too hard. You feel that you do not have enough time. This article is for you. This is not magic. This is not a secret trick. This is a simple habit. This is about 20 minutes a day. Yes, only 20 minutes. You may think, that is too short. That cannot change anything. That is not real study. But this is the truth. Small actions every day change your life. Big actions once a week do not. Think about your body. If you go to the gym one time for 5 hours, you will feel tired. You will feel pain. You will not go again soon. But if you walk for 20 minutes every day, your body becomes stronger. Your heart becomes healthier. Your energy becomes better. Your life becomes better. Language learning is the same. Your brain is like a muscle. You must train it often. You must train it gently. You must train it with love. You do not need hours. You need consistency. You need focus. You need a habit. This is why 20 minutes is powerful. It is small. It is easy. It is possible every day. You can always find 20 minutes on the bus, before work, after dinner, before sleep. You cannot always find 2 hours. You cannot always find energy for long study. You cannot always stay motivated for big goals. But you can keep a small promise. You can keep a short habit. You can show up for 20 minutes. And when you show up every day, your English grows quietly. Your confidence grows slowly. Your fear becomes smaller. You may not see results in one day. You may not see results in 1 week, but you will feel something change. You will hear words more clearly. You will understand simple sentences. You will start thinking in English. You will feel less afraid to speak. This is real progress. This is deep progress. This is progress that stays. Most learners fail for one reason. They try to do too much. They try to study for hours. They try to be perfect. They start with big plans. They buy many books. They watch many videos. They write long schedules. Then life gets busy. Work becomes hard. Family needs attention. Energy disappears. One day they skip. Then 2 days. Then 1 week. Then they stop. Not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, but because the plan was too big. A big plan feels heavy. A big plan creates pressure. A big plan creates guilt. A small plan feels light. A small plan feels friendly. A small plan feels possible. That is why 20 minutes works. It does not scare you. It does not exhaust you. It does not steal your life. It fits into your life. It moves with your life. It grows with your life. And something else is important. Focus is more important than time. 20 minutes of real focus beats 2 hours of distraction. When you know you only have 20 minutes, you pay attention, you listen carefully, you speak with intention, you read with purpose. You do not check your phone, you do not open many tabs, you do not daydream. You are present. You are inside the language. You're training your brain. This is how learning becomes deep. This is how habits become strong. This is how progress becomes real. Let me tell you a story. Imagine 2 learners. The first learner studies 3 hours on Sunday. He feels proud. He feels tired. He does not study again for 6 days. By next Sunday, he forgets many words. He loses rhythm. He feels slow again. The second learner studies 20 minutes every day. He does not feel tired. He does not feel pressure. He keeps going. After 1 week, his brain remembers sounds. His eyes recognize words. His mouth feels more natural. After 1 month, he understands more. He speaks more easily. He feels confident. Who will become fluent? Not the one who studies more in 1 day, but the one who studies more days. Consistency beats intensity, always. Another reason 20 minutes is powerful, it builds trust in yourself. Every day you say, I will practice English for 20 minutes, and every day you do it. Your brain learns something important. I can keep my promises. I can change my habits. I can grow. This is not only about English. This is about your identity. You become a person who shows up. And when you see yourself as a learner, you act like a learner. You think like a learner. You live like a learner. English is no longer a school subject. It becomes part of who you are. You may think, but my English is very bad. I am a beginner. I cannot understand anything. That is okay. Everyone starts there. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner. Fluency is not a gift. It is a result of daily contact with the language. You do not need to be smart. You do not need to be young. You do not need talent. You need time, but in small pieces. You need practice, but in a friendly way. 20 minutes a day is friendly. It respects your life. It respects your energy. It respects your limits. You may ask, what can I do in 20 minutes? You can do a lot if you do one thing well. You can listen. You can speak. You can read. You can write. Not all at once. One focus each day. Today you listen. Tomorrow you speak. Next day you read. Next day you write.
This way your brain is not confused. This way each skill grows strong. This way progress is clear. But before methods, before techniques, before schedules, you need the right mindset. You must stop thinking, I study English, and start thinking, I live with English. English is not only in books. English is in music. English is in movies. English is in the internet. English is in the world. You do not need a classroom. You do not need a teacher every day. You do not need expensive courses. You need contact. You need exposure. You need use. 20 minutes of real contact every day changes your brain. It creates new connections. It builds new pathways. It makes English feel normal. At first, English feels strange. The sounds are different. The rhythm is different. The structure is different. But the brain is amazing. The brain adapts. The brain learns patterns. The brain becomes comfortable. But only if you return every day. Only if you touch the language often. Only if you keep the habit alive. Think of a plant. If you water it a little every day, it grows. It becomes strong. It becomes healthy. If you water it a lot once a week, then forget it, it becomes weak. It struggles. Your English is that plant. 20 minutes is your daily water. Another powerful idea. Do not wait for motivation. Build discipline through habit. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel bored. If you depend on motivation, you will stop when it disappears. If you depend on habit, you will continue even when you feel nothing. A habit is something you do without thinking, like brushing your teeth, like checking your phone, like drinking water. English can become the same. Not a big decision, not a hard task, just something you do. But first, you must start small, very small, 20 minutes. You may think, I want fast results. I want to speak now. I want to be fluent soon. This desire is human, but it can be dangerous. When you expect fast results, you become impatient. You become frustrated. You feel that you are failing. But language is a long journey. It grows slowly, it grows quietly, it grows invisibly at first. You do not see your brain changing, but it is changing. Every sound you hear, every word you read, every sentence you speak, each moment leaves a mark. After 1 week, you feel nothing. After 1 month, you feel small changes. After 3 months, you are surprised. After 1 year, you are a different person.
20 minutes a day for 1 year is more than 120 hours. That is a full course. That is deep practice. That is real learning. But it does not feel heavy because it is spread across days, because it respects your life, because it becomes natural. This is the secret of success in language, not pressure, not perfection, but patience. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be present. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will say wrong sentences. This is not failure. This is training. A child makes mistakes when learning to walk. He falls, he stands, he tries again. We do not say, he is bad at walking. We say, he is learning. You are learning too. When you practice 20 minutes a day, you give your brain a safe space, a space to try, a space to fail, a space to grow. You may be alone. You may speak to yourself. You may repeat sentences. That is okay. That is powerful. Fluency does not begin in conversations. It begins in practice. First, your brain understands. Then your mouth follows. But only if you train both. Many learners only listen. They only read. They only watch. They understand well, but they cannot speak. Why? Because speaking is a physical skill. Your mouth must learn new movements. Your tongue must learn new sounds. You must speak, even alone, even quietly, even imperfectly. But we will talk about speaking later. For now, remember this. You do not need more time. You need better use of time. You do not need more motivation. You need a stronger habit. You do not need to change your life. You need to add 20 minutes to it. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about becoming better than yesterday. 1 word better, 1 sentence better, 1 minute more comfortable. This is real progress. Let me ask you something. Can you find 20 minutes today? Just today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. You can choose any time. Morning, afternoon, evening. You can choose any activity. Listen, read, speak, write. Just one thing. Just 20 minutes. This is not a challenge. This is an invitation to a new identity, a person who practices every day, a person who grows quietly, a person who does not give up. You do not need to be confident to start. You need to start to become confident. You do not need to be fluent to practice. You need to practice to become fluent. The journey to English fluency does not begin with a big step. It begins with a small habit. 20 minutes. Today, you plant a seed. Tomorrow, you water it. Next week, you see a small leaf. Next month, you see growth. Next year, you see a new you.
Part 2. How to use your 20 minutes for maximum progress. You now know why 20 minutes a day is powerful. But one question remains. What should you do in those 20 minutes? If you use them without a plan, you may feel busy, but you may not feel progress. The goal is not to do many things. The goal is to do the right thing with full attention. In this part, you will learn how to use your 20 minutes in the most effective way. Simple, clear, for total beginners. The first rule is this: 1 session, 1 main focus. Do not try to listen, read, speak, and write in the same 20 minutes. Your brain becomes tired, your attention becomes weak, your progress becomes shallow. Instead, choose 1 skill each day. Today, listening. Tomorrow, speaking. The next day, reading. The next day, writing. This creates clarity. This creates depth. This creates real improvement. Let us start with listening. 1. Listening, the foundation of fluency. Listening is where language enters your brain. Before you speak, before you write, before you think in English. If you want fluent English, you must hear English every day, but not in a passive way, not like background noise, not while doing 10 other things. You must listen actively. What does that mean? It means you give your full attention. It means you try to understand meaning. It means you notice sounds. Here is how to use your 20 minutes for listening. First 5 minutes, choose simple audio for beginners. Short stories, slow podcasts, easy videos with clear speech. Do not choose fast movies. Do not choose difficult news. Do not choose complicated lectures. You are training your brain, not testing it. Next 10 minutes, listen carefully, one short section at a time. Pause, repeat the sentence, say it aloud. Do not worry about perfect pronunciation. Focus on rhythm, focus on stress, focus on sound. Try to feel the music of English. Last 5 minutes, listen again without pausing. Let the language flow. Let your brain absorb. You do not need to understand every word. You need to understand the message. You need to get used to the sound. Do this every week. Your ear becomes sharper. Your brain becomes faster. English begins to feel familiar. Listening is not about memorizing words. It is about building instinct. It is about creating intuition. Over time, you will not translate in your head. You will understand directly. This is the first step to fluency.
2. Speaking, turning knowledge into action. Many learners are afraid to speak. They know words, they understand sentences, but when they open their mouth, nothing comes out. This is normal. Speaking is a physical skill. Your mouth must learn new movements. Your tongue must learn new sounds. Your brain must connect thought to speech. You cannot learn speaking only by listening. You must speak. Even if you are alone, even if you are shy, even if you make mistakes. Your 20 minutes can change this. Here is a simple speaking routine. First 5 minutes, warm up. Read a short text aloud, slowly, clearly. Do not rush. Feel each sound. Next 10 minutes, active speaking. Choose one simple topic, your day, your job, your family, your dreams. Speak about it in English, out loud. You may stop. You may search for words. You may repeat yourself. This is not failure. This is training. If you do not know a word, use a simple word or explain in another way. This teaches your brain to communicate, not to be perfect. Last 5 minutes, reflection. Repeat 1 or 2 sentences you want to improve. Say them again. Say them better. This small practice every few days changes everything. You stop fearing your voice. You stop waiting for perfection. You start expressing yourself. Fluency is not about speaking without mistakes. It is about speaking without fear. 3. Reading, feeding your mind with structure. Reading shows you how English is built. It shows sentence patterns. It shows grammar in real life. It shows how ideas flow. But many learners read texts that are too difficult. They stop every word. They use the dictionary too much. They feel tired. This is not effective. For your 20 minutes, choose easy reading, short articles, simple stories, graded readers. The goal is not to learn every word. The goal is to understand the message. Here is a simple reading routine. First 5 minutes, skim. Read quickly. Do not stop. Get the general idea. Next 10 minutes, read again more slowly. Underline words you see many times. Notice sentence patterns. Feel the structure. Do not translate every word. Only look up words that are important for meaning. Last 5 minutes, summarize. Say in simple English what you read, out loud or in your head. This connects reading to speaking. This turns input into output. Over time, you will read faster. You will understand more. You will think in English more naturally.
4. Writing. Organizing your thoughts in English. Writing is often ignored, but it is powerful. When you write, you slow down. You choose words carefully. You build clear sentences. Writing makes your English precise. You do not need to write long essays. You only need a few sentences. Here is a simple 20-minute writing routine. First 5 minutes. Choose a topic. Your day, your feelings, a short story, a message to a friend. Next 10 minutes. Write freely. Do not worry about grammar. Do not worry about mistakes. Focus on expressing your idea. Let the words come. Last 5 minutes, review. Read your text. Fix simple mistakes. Rewrite 1 or 2 sentences in a better way. This teaches your brain to see English clearly. This builds accuracy. This builds confidence. Over time, you will write faster. You will make fewer mistakes. You will express ideas more easily. 1 skill per day, 1 habit for life. You now know the 4 core skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. You do not need to do all of them every day. You only need to do 1 well. You can follow a simple weekly cycle. Day 1, listening. Day 2, speaking. Day 3, reading. Day 4, writing. Day 5, listening again. Day 6, speaking again. Day 7, review or free practice. This creates balance. This trains your brain from all sides. This avoids boredom. But there is something even more important: consistency. It is better to practice 20 minutes every day than 2 hours once a week. Your brain needs frequent contact, not rare intensity. Language is built through repetition, through exposure, through daily touch. How to stay focused for 20 minutes. Focus is your greatest weapon, but focus is hard in a world of phones, messages, notifications, distractions. Here is how to protect your 20 minutes. Before you start, put your phone away. Close other tabs. Tell yourself this is your time. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Do not check the clock. Do not stop early. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sound, to the words, to the task. 20 minutes of deep focus is powerful. It trains your brain to stay with one thing. It builds discipline. It builds mental strength. Do not chase perfection. Many learners stop because they want to be perfect. They wait until they know more words. They wait until they understand grammar. They wait until they feel ready. But fluency is built through imperfect action. You will say wrong sentences. You will forget words. You will make mistakes. This is not a problem. This is the process. Every mistake teaches your brain. Every try makes you stronger. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not measure yourself by native speakers. Measure yourself by yesterday. Are you more comfortable than before? Do you understand more than last week? Can you express one more idea? That is progress. Build an English environment. Your 20 minutes is the core, but your environment can support it.
Change small things in your life. Set your phone to English. Follow English pages online. Watch short videos in English. Listen to English music. You are not studying all the time. You are living with English. This creates natural exposure. This makes English part of your world. This makes learning effortless. A warning: avoid the trap of too much. There is a trap many learners fall into. They collect resources. They save videos. They download apps. They buy books. They feel busy, but they do not practice. Remember, tools do not create fluency. Practice creates fluency. You only need a few simple resources: one audio source, one reading source, one place to write, your own voice. Do not waste time searching for the perfect method. Use a simple method perfectly. Your 20 minutes, your responsibility. No teacher can do this for you. No app can replace your effort. No course can build your habit. You are the one who shows up. You are the one who chooses to practice. You are the one who becomes fluent. This is not a burden. This is freedom. You control your progress. You shape your future. You build your new identity. Part 3. Turning your habit into a fluent life. You now understand the power of 20 minutes. You know how to use those minutes well. But one final question remains. How do you continue? When motivation is low, when progress feels slow, when life becomes busy. This part will show you how to turn your daily habit into a long-term lifestyle. How to stay consistent, how to break through plateaus, how to become fluent not only in English, but in confidence. Progress is often invisible. One of the biggest dangers in language learning is disappointment. You practice every day. You listen, you speak, you read, you write, but you do not feel fluent. You still make mistakes. You still forget words. You still feel slow. And a voice inside you says, maybe this is not working. Maybe I am not good at languages. Maybe I should stop. This voice is lying.
Language growth is not linear. It does not move in a straight line. It moves in waves. Sometimes you feel a big jump. Sometimes you feel stuck. Sometimes you feel you are going backward. But your brain is still learning, even when you do not notice. Think about a seed under the soil. For days you see nothing, but roots are growing. Life is forming. Then, one day, a small leaf appears. Your English is the same. Every sound you hear, every word you repeat, every sentence you read, they are shaping your brain. Trust the process. Do not judge progress only by feelings. Measure the right things. Do not ask, am I fluent yet? Ask instead, do I understand more than last month? Can I express ideas more easily? Am I less afraid to speak? These are signs of real progress. Fluency is not a moment, it is a direction. You are not waiting for fluency, you are walking toward it. Break the plateau. At some point, you will feel stuck. You understand basic English, you can speak simple sentences, but improvement feels slow. This is normal. This is called a plateau. Many learners stop here because they think they are not improving, but this stage is actually powerful. Your brain is organizing what it already knows. It is building stronger connections. To move forward, you must change the level of challenge. Not more time, better quality. Here are simple ways to break the plateau. Listen to slightly harder content, not too easy, not too difficult. Speak about new topics, not only daily life. Talk about ideas, opinions, dreams. Read longer texts, but still at a comfortable level. Write more complex thoughts, but in simple language. Growth comes from gentle pressure, not from stress, not from overload. Make English part of who you are.
The most powerful shift happens when you stop saying, I study English, and start saying, I live in English. This does not mean you must speak English all day. It means English becomes part of your identity. You are no longer someone who is trying to learn. You are someone who uses English. This identity changes your behavior. You look for chances to listen. You enjoy English content. You think in English sometimes. You express yourself in English naturally. You are no longer forcing. You are becoming. Build emotional connection. Many learners treat English as a subject, a task, a duty. But language is emotion. It is stories. It is music. It is people.
Find things you love in English. Songs that touch you. Videos that inspire you. Stories that move you. Speakers who make you feel something. When you connect emotionally, you do not need motivation. You want to return. Emotion makes memory stronger. Emotion makes learning deeper. English becomes not only useful, but meaningful. Face the fear of real conversation. At some point, you must step into real communication. This is where many learners feel afraid. What if I make mistakes? What if people do not understand me? What if I sound stupid? Remember this. Communication is not about perfection. It is about connection. People care about meaning, not grammar. They care about your message, not your accent. Every conversation is practice. Every mistake is learning. You do not wait to be fluent to speak. You speak to become fluent. Start small. Short messages, simple conversations, friendly exchanges. Each one builds courage. Each one builds skill. Create a personal English ritual. Your 20 minutes is more than study time. It is a ritual, a moment just for you, a moment of growth, a moment of discipline. Do it at the same time every day, in the same place if possible, morning before work, evening after dinner, before sleep. This creates a powerful association. Your brain learns, this is my English time. This is my growth time. Over weeks, it becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth. You do not ask, should I practice today? You simply practice. When life gets busy, there will be days when you were tired, days when you were busy, days when you feel you cannot focus. Do not stop. Adjust. If 20 minutes feels too much, do 10 minutes. If 10 minutes feels too much, do 5 minutes. Never break the chain. A small action keeps the habit alive. Stopping breaks the rhythm. Consistency is more important than intensity. The long view. Fluency is not a short project. It is a long journey. But it is not heavy because you are not carrying it all at once. You are walking step by step. In 1 year, you will understand much more. You will speak with more ease. You will feel more confident. In 2 years, English will feel natural. Not perfect, but comfortable. And one day, you will realize something. You are no longer thinking about English. You are using it. What fluency really means. Fluency does not mean knowing every word. Fluency does not mean never making mistakes. Fluency does not mean sounding like a native. Fluency means freedom. Freedom to express ideas. Freedom to connect with people. Freedom to learn from the world. You are not chasing a level. You are building a life with more possibilities. Your future self. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You listen to English and understand the message. You speak with less fear. You read and enjoy. You write and express. You are not perfect, but you are confident. That person is not a dream. That person is a result of showing up, a result of practicing, a result of 20 minutes every day. The final truth. There is no shortcut. There is no magic trick. There is only habit.
Small actions, every day. You do not need more time. You need more days. You do not need more talent. You need more consistency. You do not need to be special. You need to be faithful to the process. Your journey starts again today. Not tomorrow, not next week.
Today. 20 minutes. One focus. One step. One promise to yourself. Fluent English is not built in one moment. It is built in thousands of small moments. And every one of those moments can begin with you, now. Close this page, set a timer, and begin. 20 minutes for a new voice, for a bigger world, for the future you are creating.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.